All right. Let's get started for tonight because we have what looks like it's actually going to be a particularly interesting game. So, tonight we're going to be casting Atlanta Crusaders versus Sinaloa Fury. Hopefully, we'll get started here in the next few minutes, but this is MOWL, so I expect we're going to actually get started probably in the next 5 to 10 minutes, is what it is. This looks like it has the potential to be a very interesting game. These are two teams. So Sinaloa Fury's new Atlantic Crusader was a very strong team last season. They had a lot of heavy hitters, and Sinaloa Fury is kind of the broken Florida Mans who were the champions last season. They've reformed, but in this case, they don't have any of their coaching staff from last season. So it's going to be a lot of the brawn from Florida Mans without any of the brain. So we'll see how this goes. I'm very curious about this game, so I would take this moment because right now I'm in the lobby and no one else from the teams are here except for the mods. So I would grab some snacks, grab a drink. Hopefully we're in for a very exciting game tonight because it has some great potential here. And it looks like my little square isn't lined up. Oh Lord. Oh God. Is that? Let's hear. Here. We fix it live. We fix it live. Gorgeous. You never noticed a damn thing. All right. All right. Well, since I don't have any teams to talk about, let's pull up the roster so I can see what maps we are going to be seeing for week 1. We're going to be starting this week on control of Nepal, and then we got some really cool map pools coming in. With Assault's going to have our standard, always Anubis Volskaya Hanamura, because everyone hates Paris and Horizon Lunar Colony. I think it's the one thing that everyone in the league can agree is that those maps are terrible. We also have an escort map pool of Dorado, Junkertown, Route 66, and Rialto, and then a hybrid pool of Eichenwald, or Eichenwalde, and Kings Row and Numbani. Interesting, interesting. Now, Nepal can be... I like Nepal a lot as a starting control map because I think it can give you a lot of different play styles from that one map. You can have Sanctum, which is this indoor map that kind of forces... You can play the pharmacy, but it forces more of a brawl. Then you have Village, which has got this very tight point that definitely favors a brawlier style. And then you have Shrine, which favors more long-range poke comps or even a pharmacy. I just think it allows for a lot of variety, and so you kind of get an interesting... The teams can kind of show off what they've got. Alright, let's hide chat, and then it looks like we have some teams here, so I will... let me make sure real quick that I have everyone on the right side. No, I do not. I need to flip the bars. Alright. Here we go. Fixed in a flash. Amazing. Alrighty. So, these are the teams we have coming tonight. Potentially these are the starting lineups, so let's go through and do the standard glimpse at the career profile pick. We have Relentless, aka Reckless, coming in potentially at a tank position, but I'm guessing... Oh no, he's coming in on a scrim account, so there's nothing for me here. All this tells me is that Reckless is a little bitch who doesn't want the casters peeping at his career profile, which means he's probably garbage. So we'll just keep that in mind. We also have West coming in, private profile. Never mind, West going out. Everyone's going out. Never mind, I spoke too soon. The only one who's still in here is Reckless. We have Gone, and it's Josh still here. I don't know who is in charge of Atlanta. I think it's Anime Saint, but I don't know what his Blizzard, his Battle.net account is. So, alright, looks like we have Kahlua coming in at tank. Rhine main, I think. Yes, Rhine main. That is a Plat Reinhardt with some nice ana hours. Let's take a peep see. Ooh, that's a nice win percentage. I'm guessing Reckless is going to be his off tank. No, these aren't in order. Unless they have Mushu playing DPS, or Mushu or Motion. But I thought she was more of a support player. But I could be wrong. Sensei Glue with that private profile. Motion, who's in the DPS slot, but probably on support. More of a support main. Plat support. Yeah. Plat support, gold, everything else. Looks like they've been playing a lot of Ana recently. Let's take a peep-sees. 34% win rate that season, but probably better the next season? Current competitive. Yeah. 38 minutes, 87%. I think they just didn't. I think that's just their placements. Yeah. Because they won 4 games in their placements, lost 1. Nice. Good job. Oh man, they keep changing these on me. They keep changing these on me. No one knows what their roster is for the first map. Also, it's supposed to be Nepal, not Eichenwald. I'm sure someone will mention that later. Looks like we have It's Josh coming in at the tank slot with a private profile. And all right. Looks like we have a lot of things happening. People are figuring out the lineups they want to run. Looks like we have Reckless and Gone at DPS. Gone is coming in at Plat for DPS, but it looks like they've been playing a lot of tank recently. Known for their Genji play last season. Yeah, it's a nice 73% win rate on that Genji. Only a little under an hour, although. Mushu coming in as support like we guessed, and then Sensei Glue, who had the private profile. Did they unprivate it? Yeah, diamond support. But with a lot of Genji. Ooh. Alrighty, so this is a DPS player that's coming in at support. Potentially a flex for them? But yeah. Nice! Alright. So that looks like that is Sinaloa in the blue. Roster set up. Waiting on Atlanta. The only person they have is Magnomaly. It's like every time I speak, that player no longer is in the slot. I don't know. This is a very unique version of the caster curse. Not entirely sure what's going on. Not entirely sure. All right. Looks like we have Frost Spinner coming in for tank on Atlanta. That is a Plat tank. Let's look at that. Rhine plays 63%. Nice, nice. Some beautiful stats there for you to nitpick over. We have West coming in with that private profile. That Jew Brock coming in at DPS. A lot of tank from the last, but then some Hanzo play. Nice gold DPS. What did they play this season? They played a lot of Genji this season. But I don't think they've played enough. Wait, I'm confused. Why does this look different? Current competitive season. Zero games won. Oh, okay. I understand. I thought this was games won instead of games played. I was confused why there was no 50% here. I understand now. I've realized the error. Triton also at DPS. I believe Diamond. Yeah, Diamond, DPS. Playing a lot of Soldier recently. Hit scan player for the most part, I think. A lot of support last season. Some Hog, Soldier. Yeah, they have a really nasty Soldier, if I recall from last season. Then we have Chonk Babu coming in as a Diamond support. Lots of Anabap, as is the ways of main support for the last few seasons. But yeah, solid Diamond support. Lots of hours on Ana. You love to see it. Nice job. 78 games played. Holy shit, that's a lot of time on Overwatch. And then Urban coming in at our second support slot. Also a Diamond support. Also Ana, but also some Lucio. 58% win rate. Looks like we have everything set and we're ready and waiting for the first game of this match. I'm quite excited to see this play out. Like I said, Atlanta been around for a while. Originally, I think it was Allie's team, if I remember correctly, and then she ditched them to start Boston. And then now I think she's on Salem Witches, is her new team. And I think Atlanta got passed off to Anime Saint when Allie made Boston last season, or was that season 4? Season 4 and season 4.5 always kind of get mushed together in my head. But Atlanta's been around kicking it for a while, and they've been pretty strong. I would say probably their best player is Acid, who's their Masters tank, I think. Yeah. Whoo! He touched GM for but a moment. But yeah, Acid has a disgusting Zarya. Yeah, 6. Oh my god. I've never been happier to look at a win percentage in my life. With that 69, nice, win percentage on Zarya, but Acid has a completely dominating Zarya, and has been their carry in the past. Triton's a very scary soldier. So we'll see. But then again, also like I said, Sinaloa kind of reforged from the ashes of Florida Mans when the coach and staff decided they wanted a break. So we have Kahlua and Gon, the brothers from that. Reckless, who was also on the team. Chad, I think, is Applesauce. There were, again, and maybe this is going to be before your time, but there were a lot of Chads in the league at one point, and I think this is the Applesauce Chad. Who's coming in at tank for them, I think. Diamond tank is my guess. Was Masters at one point. Oof, that's 100 SR, 125 SR fall. That's rough. That hurts. Although I think Waffly's in the, yeah, I see Waffly in the chat. He should know all about losing SR. But yeah, it looks like we're going to have Applesauce and Kahlua as a tank duo with this support lineup. Exciting. They also have Haxi and P on the bench, who, if I remember correctly, really good Hanzo. Yeah, really good Hanzo. Really good DPS in general. Spicy. But I don't think they can run him with their current lineup. We'll see. Alright, well. Sad Waffly. 400 isn't that much. It's 400 now? It was 300 like a week ago. Dude, you gotta stop. Just stop. Alright, looks like we're entering the game.
Traveling to Nepal.
We're gonna be starting out on Shrine. Press B for spectator options. I don't think I've ever done that in my life.
Match.
Ooh. Shows you how experienced a caster I am. I've never pressed that button in my goddamn life. Alright. Well, we have Elephant Map here. Again, this one probably going to favor a little more. We have a lot of hit scan players on both Reckless, on Relentless, and then Triton. So I would be guessing that we're going to see some long range hit scan. Potentially with, yeah. So we're going to ooh, actually Triton's going to be on the May. So we have Applesauce on the Zarya, Kahlua on the Reinhardt, Reckless on the McCree, Gon on the Tracer, Mushu on the Lucio, Sensei Glue on the Baptiste. Pretty much an exact mirror with the Rhine, Zarya, Frostspinner, and West. That Jubrock going over to the Sim, Triton on the May, Chonk Babu on the Bap, and Urban on the Lucio. Let's see how this teleport goes. Now, right now with the comp they're running, Atlanta Crusaders really wants to get to point first and set up on point. They meet there about the exact same time, so that teleport really didn't get them out. Nice wall coming out. Kahlua is isolated, but the lamp is there. Nice jump over the wall from Sensei Glue to get that lamp onto their Reinhardt and friend them. But it looks like right now that the tanks as well as Reckless are going to just kind of clean up. Edging out again, that was a great lamp by Sensei Glue. I don't know if you caught it. They jumped over the wall, the May wall, to drop the lamp and save their Reinhardt, which I think really won them that, because otherwise Kahlua was shed out of luck. Kahlua does still manage to die in a winning fight, and that means they're now pushing into a team without a main tank. Let's see, there are no ultimates quite yet on this side, but Reckless is getting quite close to High Noon. Gon is going to die to a nice headshot from Triton. Ooh, Triton. It's just poke. Immortality comes out. Grav comes out, as well as Shatter. That is going to be 2 ults. Going to get the Immortality as well as the High Noon. That is 3 ultimates to secure the fight at 30%. Nothing invested yet on the side of Atlanta Crusaders. So we'll see. Atlanta's stuck in an old meta. Yeah, we'll see. The May's an interesting choice on this one, especially into the Tracer. I mean, we'll see how it goes. There is a Pulse Bomb to play for. Immediately going to get stuck, but is going to be Immortality. That is a Q out of the way. And now we have that window there protecting the team from Sensei Glue. So looks like they're going to hold. Interesting positioning choice from Chonka Babu, and now it is a Baptiste 1v1. Whoever wins this wins everything. Oop. They can't kill each other. Oh, there was extra support. I saw that assist there. It doesn't count. It's not a true 1v1, but Sensei Glue did come out on top of that fight. And then despite the ultimates invested early, like the 3 ults invested early in the second fight, just with a nice Pulse Bomb to bait out the Immortality field and then a window, they continue to hold this point. They do have Sound Barrier coming into this fight, but it will be going up against a Blizzard, which I'm sure they really want to use because I don't think this May is really working for them at all. They're going to window in, aggressively force them to come out. Pulse Bomb doesn't work out. Gon builds another Pulse Bomb, does manage to get Urban. Grab Blizzard, looks like coming out. Beat will not save you from that. Nice focus onto the Lucio there, ooh, but is going to get burned down. It is overtime. High Noon comes out from Reckless to keep them off the point. And yeah, I don't think the May was the play there.
Score.
I don't know how much it's.
0.
That's a harder map to play the May on because there's so many different entry points.
Ready for battle.
And also, I think it really puts pressure on that Brock to totally and completely control Gon. So now, this is the map. Oh god, I have to remember my spectate keys. Oh god! Nope, that's not it. Whoop! Whoop! Alright. This is the map I would expect to see a May on, but it looks like Atlanta's actually going to drop that in favor of a Reaper McCree. Triton taking the McCree away from that Brock going over to the Reaper. Meanwhile, we have Reckless falling behind on the McCree, and then Gon going over to the Hanzo to apply some poke. Blue getting dangerously low is going to go down to that Brock. Immortality comes out from both sides, is nuked by both sides. Nice pick from Gon with that Sonic Arrow, but they're already down 3. Stun doesn't quite manage to kill Gon. Still there with some HP, but it looks like Atlanta Crusaders will take the first capture on Village. Alright. Looks like they're going to push in with the low ground. No ultimates yet on either side. Pretty close. Never mind, we just got window from Chonka Babu. I keep on saying Chonka Babu, but it's just Chonk Babu. Ooh, nice fire strike from Frost Spinner. It's going to get Glue, and there is a trade with Brock going down to Gon. Gon also gets another pick onto Urban. Window coming out from Sensei Glue for the push in. They also have Dragon Strike at the ready should they use it, and they are going to, in fact, use it to clear that point. Immortality comes out to save them from the Dragon. High Noon coming out from Reckless. Yeah, is going to get killed on the side. Grab comes out from Atlanta, but they don't really have anything to go with it, but that's okay. Triton's going to get actually a double kill with the flashbang, as everyone was very low on that. West doing most of the cleanup there with that Brock providing some DPS support on this Reaper. We do have, we do have Triton ready with the High Noon, Chonk Babu ready with the window, Urban with the Sound Barrier. Mushu almost has the Sound Barrier themselves. They can push in with the Sound Barrier aggressively. They also almost have both tank ults online, Grab and Shatter. Exchanging some blows here in the doorway. Grab comes out from Applesauce, immediately going to get killed. Beat comes out to protect them, and then nice. Interesting choice for a Death Blossom. Most of the team was already dead. It's okay. Triton and West will continue to clean up the enemy team. Whoop. Oh, Gon's getting dangerous, so they're forced to use the heal field to heal themselves up. Triton still has this high noon. They have window, but they are going to be playing into a shatter from Kahlua. It is getting to last fight. It is last fight territory. They're going to go straight to point around the left side, try to avoid as much poke as possible. Going to meet them on point, but they're going to be going into a window. Shatter tries to come out, isn't really going to get anything. Triton going to get the double kill through the window. That's not Triton. Triton going to get the double kill through the window, and then just rough, Reckless. Clutch window, clutch high noon. Well played. Good job to survive that grab too, and as well on West, who really I think clutched that map out for them with that earlier grab, managing. I didn't quite see if Applesauce had his at that point, but excellent grab. And now we are going to see the third map segment of Nepal Sanctum. See if there are any swaps in terms of heroes on either side. It looks like no. It looks like we're going to still see Atlanta potentially on this Reaper McCree comp.
4,
Reckless going over to the Soldier. Gon sticking with the Hanzo. He was getting picks last fight. There just wasn't quite enough. I think West just had the grab, and then the amount of damage coming from the Reaper McCree just was too much. Oh, that Jubrock is going to swap over to the Hanzo. They're going to meet on this bridge. Kahlua already smacking the enemy tank. Is going to manage to push them out of this little itty bitty high ground. Force them to back off a bit as they try and duke it out here. Nice pick onto Triton with the Fire Strike. Forcing the Immort out early, and they're all low. Nice rocket. He gets a double kill. Gon getting a pick onto Chonk Babu. And then they are going to push all the way forward, leaving the supports to cap the point behind. Trying to push aggressive. They really want that Zarya. They get that Zarya. Nice. Resets the charge meter. Oop, but Kahlua gets greedy. Pays for it with his life. Nice kill from Triton. Now if they push aggressively and fast, they can do the same thing they did on the last map, which is sweep this, reverse it quick, and continue to hold it. I will say this time, Applesauce does have a hefty ultimate lead on West. Kahlua already has Shatter, and Reckless is going to get the pick onto Triton, which is unfortunate for them, and Kahlua is already back, so they've lost their window of opportunity, and he wants to Shatter. The window comes out, he's getting shot in the back, forced to back off. Kind of hiding behind the stairs is hard cover, trying to give the shield a break. Applesauce is going to get the pick onto that Jubrock. Window comes out, Visor comes out in the far back where no one can touch him. Sentinel gets the pick onto Frost Spinner, and Reckless is going to use Visor to clean up Chonk. They're going to push all the way up, still have both tank ults. They have Le Combo. Let's see where they decide to put this grab. They do have a sound barrier to counter. Grab comes out. It is a nice grab. Dragon Strike comes out, but just not timed quite right to survive it. It's going to be a triple, and it's going to force the reset. They are going to try and get aggressive and push the remaining half of the team. Never mind, decide that's a bad idea, and they're going to back up a bit. They still have Shatter to play for. No DPS ults in the tank, and Atlanta has a combo of their own. Let's follow West and see what they can do with this Graviton Surge. They are poking through the right side of point. The team is playing rather split. They probably know that this grab is coming. Kahlua very much wants to Shatter. Nice block from Frostspinner is going to immediately go down to that Jubrock. He's going to get the double kill. High Noon also coming out. West is just going to clean up. Gon gets the pick onto Irvin, but that Jubrock just Hanzoing it out. And they don't even need the combo. They don't even need the combo, man. Now they get to use it at this choke point, which is much easier to pull off. The team can't really spread out. They are forced to come through this tight point. West hiding behind the corner, ready and waiting to use it. Wants them to push into them, wants them to push the door. Gave away his position with that bubble. Not exactly ideal. Is going to use it. Is it going to get much? That immortality is there, but it is going to manage to get Kahlua. Is it enough? This is a high charge Zarya, though. They really want that Baptiste. They're going to get that Baptiste. West getting two picks. Gon does get the pick on Triton through a nasty little flank route. Oh, he's still over there, guys. He's still over there. They've spotted him. Gonna have to run away. That is a high charge Zarya in your face. Not something you exactly want to deal with. Shatter here with Frost Spinner as they push in. Gon, whoop. Shatter's gonna get two in the back. Immortality goes down. Window to counter it. beat also coming out from Mushu. Dragon Strike onto the point. That is every ultimate in the tank. They're probably going to win this fight. People are very low. There's a Tack Visor just to finish it off. That is a lot of ultimates. They are going to flip the point, and it is going to be overtime. Can anyone touch? Frostspinner switching to Wrecking Ball to try and do it. Triton's there, but doesn't look like they could quite make it. I don't think the Wrecking Ball... Nope, nice boop.
Victory.
Frost carrying hard right now. Frostspinner is doing some play, but I really think actually it's West that's doing most of the carrying.
Play of the game.
West and then the DPS, at least for that village map, and then even through the play here, I think, or not this play, this is obviously Sinaloa, but through most of the play on there, I think a lot of their wins was down to excellent tank play, but I think mostly West. Some good Zarya's on both sides. Nice. That's a hefty chunk of healing, but yeah. A lot of damage block though, so they're doing their job as a Reinhardt. Alright. So that first map is going to go to, let me make sure I have the score right. Sinaloa. Close though, very close. And let me check that my, oh no, I gotta fix this, my scores are all messed up. On my next screen, oh god. Let's see, how does that look? They're definitely not even. Okay, whew. I have it so these guys are the same element, so they update on the same time, which is great, except I never remembered to check that this card, the scores correspond to the right little doodad. Alrighty. Right now it is Atlanta's map pick from any map type in the selected map pool of the week, which we went over earlier before the game actually started. But let's see. Alright, oh. Thanks, Adam, for the follow. And Mad Circle as well, I appreciate it. We have... I don't know, let's see what they could pick. What could they pick? So they're struggling a lot. What are they struggling with? I mean, it's hard to say. I don't think they were really struggling. I think the first map, the May, was just a mistake. Or the first map segment on Shrine. May was just a mistake. The other two, it was pretty close. I think it just came to, honestly, with the last map, it was just that Sinaloa had way more ultimates to invest in that fight. And so it's kind of hard when you only have like 1 or 2 ults and you're going up against 4. So just economy, but like these teams are pretty close. I don't know if there was anything where I saw like Atlanta really struggling against one type of player or one thing. They seem pretty tight. I will say Kahlua gets out of position a little bit and gets picked early. That's something I noticed. I don't know, perhaps picking a map that would play into that, maybe even a 2CP map where you can really punish that, like if he pushes too aggressively past the choke point, just kind of turning on him and shutting that down immediately, because that was where, honestly, Atlanta, when they could capitalize on the fact that Kahlua got out of position quite frequently, that's when they won a lot. And then when they could get the ultimate advantage and just eke that out, it worked out well for them. But we'll see. So, but yeah, thinking long and hard about what they want to do. Gotta remember that they have Reckless, pretty well-known hit scan, and then Gon, who does, I think, Pharah, Tracer, Genji, Hanzo. Which is a pretty diverse hero pool, but not impossible to counter. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, Triton's strength is their soldier, so probably want to pick a map that has good high ground for the soldier to use. And then, yeah, off of that, we'll see. But yeah, I think right now Sinaloa is just doing that much more DPS and just getting that much more ultimate charge that they're kind of barely getting ahead. But they have had some misplays, mostly due to positioning. And then when they invest in a fight, they invest everything. I think if Atlanta can challenge them enough, get them to invest everything, and then they can flip the fight. As long as Atlanta keeps track of their economy, I think they could absolutely smash Sinaloa because it seems like they don't have discipline on Sinaloa. They have DPS and they have skill for certain, but they seem to lack. They don't know when to stop. So we'll see. That's a big thing that they could take advantage of. But again, picking a map to play into that. I mean, I think Assault works pretty well for that. But I don't know what maps Atlanta wants to play. Ooh, they're going to take us to King's Row. And it looks like no swaps from either side. Interesting. So it looks like, are they not going to bring Acid in, or can they not afford Acid? Is Acid playing? I think Acid is grandfathered in, if I remember correctly. So even though he hit technically above our SR cap, I think because he's a older player, we keep
Now
him in the league.
entering
Because
King's
he's a
Row.
friend. He gets the friends and family discount. Alright.
Initiating
Oop.
match.
I especially gotta hide chat this game because these players are special. Alrighty. Let's see. Favorite map of the Overwatch community. Here, King's Row. Sort of London, but not really.
Ready
Made by
for battle.
someone who has never been to London. I guess future London. I mean, unless, like, if you've ever been, this is supposed to be Big Ben right here. And then Parliament, which is incredibly small. It's much
Attackers
larger in real
incoming
life.
in 30 seconds.
There's supposed to be a river nearby. So either they filled in the river in the future, or something terrible has happened to London. Alright, anyways, back to the game. Looks like we have Rhine, Azaria, shocking on King's Row. Reckless on the McCree, Gone on the Hanzo, Motion on, or Mushu on the Lucio, and Sensei Glue on the Baptiste. They're going to be playing into Frost Spinner on the Reinhardt. West going over to the Mei, that Jubrock on the Reaper. Triton, nice pick from Gone immediately onto West. It is going to slow them down. Triton's hopping over to the off tank this time. Shock Babu on the Baptiste, and Urban on the Lucio. Let's stick with Frost Spinner and see how they manage to push through this choke. There is a Hanzo in Hotel, poking them out. Looks like they can't decide quite where to rotate. Wall's there, but the speed isn't there onto the aggression, so the Brian can just kind of walk out from the wall, behind the wall. Key of that play is that when you place wall, you speed into them, and yeah, they're just going to get poked out. Pushing into this team, and now it is up to them to clean out. Mei is trying to get a good wall. Attack Mei. It is... Like, the Mei works, and that was a great wall by the Mei, but they needed to speed into that Rhine, because he had the time to walk to the left away around it, which obviously the Rhine will do. So you need to speed into them to make sure you can capitalize on that. They've kind of let them push in for free here. Nice flash. Rhine is low, Rhine is dead. We do have a Reaper in the backline. There is a Shatter there, but is going to get picked off. Frostspinner is down 2. Triton did get the pick, and that is a much longer walk. I don't know what this man thought he was doing on the flank, but he's realized his mistake and returned to his team, and now they're pushing it on to point. Rav comes out from Applesauce. It is countered by Immortality as well as... but High Noon, it's just too much damage. 2 DPS ults invested into the grab, but it does manage to kill through all that support. Right now, although, we do only have support ults on the side of Sinaloa. Meanwhile, we have Shatter, Blizzard, Grab, and Window here. If they can get through this choke without getting picked out, they have the potential for a really good fight here. Blizzard comes out very early to help get them in, countered by Beat, but Beat will not save you from Blizzard, but Sensei Glue is just on the high ground, it sounds like? Where are you? He was on the high ground, yeah, back right high ground, and just managed to, good positioning on their part, poke out the team using the window. Don't have to heal your team if the enemy's dead. Now they're going to go in with a Dragon Strike as well as a High Noon. Again, we have a lot of ultimates on the side, but it is a matter of getting through, and West has swapped over to McCree off of the Mei. I don't think really working for them.
60 seconds
Interesting play from that Jubrock, trying to do some fancy drops into the team, but it's not going to go great. With Reaper, you probably really want to be with the team, doing some... That is Grab and Shatter coming out, both, and it looks... Counter Grab comes out, and the Dragon Strike is there, and that is going to be a quad kill from the Grab. Nice job, Sinaloa. But yeah, like I was saying,
30 seconds.
I'm not a Reaper player. But generally, from what I understand of Reaper, he works best when he plays with the team and can pour damage into the front line, as well as take advantage of that Lucio speed boost. I don't think this really super flanky, and that's an unfortunate pick for Relentless. Also, that teleport is so calculated, man. Is gonna get 2 with the Death Blossom, but it's overtime, man, and you're dead. Nice immortality on point from Chonkababu before they die. It is Frost Spinner staying here. Beat comes out from Urban, clutching it out. They might just get this. They might just get this. There is a recontest coming in here fast. High Noon coming in. Oh, that is a dangerously low main tank. And then once it's down, ooh, not there. It's just this Reaper on point. This Reaper is doing damage, although forces the immortality out. Is going to kill the immortality. Counter immortality from the other team is there. And see, when Reaper can position on point and just kind of fight on point, he's doing so much better than whatever that fancy flank and shit he was trying to do earlier. Like, this is an effective DPS right now. They just capped the point off that. Excellent. Excellent. Now just keep doing exactly that and playing with your team, and I think you'll see a lot more results. Alright, we have Hanzo coming out, I think, off of the stall Tracer. They do not have a lot of time, oh god, to push through streets. But it is certainly not impossible. They do have Window, but they're going to be going up against a Dragon Strike pretty much in the next 2 seconds, because that ult charges like, whoa! Let's see what Chonkababu's up to. I would be putting this Window right here on the corner and try and capitalize on the aggression right now, dude. Do it right now. You know you want to. You have to do it. Shatter comes out. It is a big Shatter coming out. Window to protect and promote the aggression. They are going to get Kalu off this. Relentless is going to get that Jukrock, although West is going to get the pick onto Relentless, and Triton's going to get the pick onto Mushu. As it looks like they are going to save the Window, but invest the Shatter. But it went off perfectly without a hitch. We do have the Grab Dragon waiting in the wings, but they are going to get it through the streets phase just off of that Shatter. Nice play from Frost Spinner. We have that Jukrock going over onto the Genji. Dragons, yeah, the combo's just good. The combo's just good. It is a fight-winning combination. Reed, you're such a bully. I mean, yeah, I can't deny that. But for some reason, they keep giving me these gigs. Alright, we have some teams pushing in. We do have Kahlua ready with Shatter. Support ultimates on the side of Atlantic Crusaders, but this Shatter is going to be huge. That's 4 people on the ground. They are going to get up, although, but is that enough? Oop, High Noon also coming out from Reckless. Going to get 1, and it looks like that is enough to keep them held at this choke going into 3rd. Nice cleanup. The last pick from Gone. We do have ultimates coming out. Frostspinner coming up on another Shatter. It clutched them out in the second phase. Let's see if it can clutch them out through the third phase once again. Triton a little slower to build the grab, but it is coming there, and they have dragons ready and waiting if they need it. West gets a nice pick on to Gone. That's already your up one. Push in on that aggressively. Shatter comes out, doesn't manage to find anything this time, and Frostspinner is going to go down to Mushu there. But everyone is really low. That Jabrock is going to pick on to Reckless, and they're going to continue to push here. Graviton Surge is ready, but I don't think they need it for this fight. Baptiste is positioned on the high ground. Sensei Lu has shown they can be quite a menace from the high ground position if they are left unattended. Let's see what happens. They are going to window dragons. Right, counter grab comes out. Nice immortality on the team. Dragon Strike as well as beat. Better time beat does mean that no one dies to the dragon there. Nice tactical reset from Chong. Mushi gets the boot onto West as he's probably trying to jump into the pit. Alright, getting into last fight territory, but we've been here before with Atlanta and they managed to pull off some frankly amazing shit to get the first capture. Let's see if they can do it again. 23 seconds on the clock. Nothing in the tank except a window. Window comes through. Fire Strike was a little early and there's no shield left. Forces immortality out. Early at least. They force to LOS and gets some space to push through this. West is going to get the pick onto Reckless, but Gone is going to get the retaliatory pick onto that Jubrock. And the team is so split. You can see that Frostspinner is struggling. There's damage coming from all angles and just can't. Shatter comes out once the main tank is dead. There is nothing to protect them from that. And it is just going to be a matter of cleanup. And this looks like potentially this is going to be as far as Atlanta pushes it on King's Row.
Round one. Complete.
Nice, nice.
Score
All right.
0-2.
Let's see if Atlanta can defend. They really want to run the May.
Initiating.
Typically works better on defense, where you can play off of that natural choke a bit better. But they seem to, like, they're getting good May walls, it's just the follow-up from the team isn't there. So, either the May isn't calling out that they're gonna wall, or they're not calling for the speed boost with the wall. So it's just fallen apart a bit there. I mean, they may try and run again. It looks like they're going to give it up. They're going to stick with, this time, the Hanzo soldier. Triton is known for their soldier play.
Ready to move.
We also have Reckless on the McCree, Gone on the Hanzo. Essentially, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Same comp, same lineup. West going back over to the Zarya, I will say, so that Triton can be on that DPS slot. Alright, alright. Let's see. Ooh!
5, 4,
Is this real?
3,
Is this real? No, it's not real.
attackers incoming.
Alright.
Objective
Let's see where they go. They're holding very far back. Which is fair, I guess. But they're playing off the soldier setup on this far back high ground. You can't really help them from there. But they're giving a lot of space here, Atlanta. Exchanging some hope. Actually, Brock rotating around the side is going to get picked by Gone, although you're already down one. That's not a good start. Triton is on the high ground. Immortality comes out to try and save the team, but it's not enough to save Frostspinner, and then they're just going to push straight underneath the soldier. Triton forced to drop to try and help his team. Is going to get one pick on to Reckless. West going to get the pick on to Kahlua, but that's it. And then Applesauce is going to try and get Urban, but Urban's going to skate away. And that is a very quick cap on point A. Yeah, it's a lot of space to give on point A. I don't quite understand the logic behind that, but perhaps they know something I don't. Alright, we almost have a shatter here. We almost have a high noon. We pretty much have a window. Nice pick from that Jubrock. We also have sights ready. with a window to support it. That could be a truly deadly combo. You do want to hold it here if you can. They need to start investing some ultimates in this fight now, or they're going to get picked out. Frostspinner goes down to... They did get Shatterl, though. That was Shatter, and then Chonk managed to kill Kahlua in the animation, so it's a nice cancel. But they're just...
Head for the hills. I'm on fire.
They're not gonna win the poke battle. They need to invest the ults, and they seem very hesitant to do so.
Hey.
So they're just losing. Like, they needed to... They had sights, they had visor. I don't quite know what they're waiting for. And then Sinaloa is just going to push up. Nice early pick onto Frostspinner, pin from Kahlua, and then follow up by Reckless. High Noon comes out nice and early to try and continue the aggression, forces them even further back so they can secure this cap on point 2. Kahlua does go down, but the payload is almost here. Grav comes out just to keep him off him. Jubrock does manage to get there, but is going to go down. Nice dinks coming out from Reckless, as well as the Dragon from Gone. Nice grab from Applesauce, as they're going to just continue pushing on, pushing their advantage, investing their resources that they have in the fight. Reckless is just a very good hit scan too, so it's lovely to watch. Yeah, they're just going to push all the way up to the thing. Grab comes out, Meat comes out to follow, but this is a desperation grab. No follow-up is there, and then the window from Cart. Poor Sensei Glue. I've been there before. When the cart's your only friend, your only companion. Dragon Strike comes out to try and stall it and force them off cart, but it is too little too late, and Sinaloa will take the second map in this match. Is it legal to swap roles mid-map? I don't know, Charlie, but I do know we have... Oh, and play the game is going to go to Applesauce with another... Actually, not the Wombo combo, though it starts with that, but it is just going to be this cleanup on the defense. Yeah, there we go. In terms of if it's legal, I'm not entirely sure. I'm a little unclear about that. But I think as long as you have both roles placed, which I believe West and Triton do, and as long as you acknowledge the SR, the SR cap is still before that, so I think that's cool, yeah. Oh, let me adjust the score. Give them their second map. All right. It is once again Atlanta's map pick from the map pool. This time they cannot choose any other hybrid maps, so they have Anubis, Volskaya, Hanamura, Dorado, Junkertown, Rialto, and Route 66 to play for. Never mind, read the rulebook. It's legal. All right. Thank you for checking up on that, Charlie. Appreciate it. But yeah, so it is match point for Sinaloa. Let's see some of that fighting spirit. Again, I think Atlanta just seems to be struggling a little bit with initiation in fights and like what to do. They don't seem to know. Like they had, I think, if they had just windowed and visored when that attack was at that choke, they potentially could have held it there at least for more time. I don't know how long they would have held it because I think they already had or Sinaloa already had Grav Dragons at that point, and that's kind of a fight win. So, but yeah, Atlanta just seems to be a little hesitant to press Q. So I don't know quite what the comms are like, but I would guess that it's a comms issue because they got the players. Like Triton's also a very good hit scan. West was playing well earlier. Chonk Babu has had some good plays. But I don't know why they're not running. I mean, I can figure this out, I guess. Let's look at... I mean, Acid is playing. So... Not entirely sure why they wouldn't bring Acid in, but maybe they just don't have the team roster right now. to make it work. Because, like, Acid is just fundamentally a hard carry player. Like, without a doubt. So, maybe they just don't have a comp they can run. Whew. But yeah. Still, it's been an interesting game. There have definitely been moments. Sinaloa seems to be pulling it off really well, but they have had falters where they get a little too aggressive and aren't quite super disciplined. And I think if you pushed that, you could potentially take them apart. But again, easy for me to say as an outside perspective, just kind of watching it all play out. Harder to tell when you're in the game, in match. All right. Waiting for the... Oh god, they're gonna go to halftime. Oh god. Alright. 7 minutes of dead. Does halftime count as a pause? What do we think, chat? Does halftime count as a pause? Trying to debate whether or not to pull out the pause screen. I don't think it counts as a pause. So this is just 7 minutes of scheduled halftime. Alrighty. Well, any thoughts, feelings? Hope everyone's enjoying the game thus far. The score looks pretty one-sided, but I don't think it's been super one-sided. Kings Row was a bit of a meh. Atlanta seems pretty attached to the May, but I don't think the May's working for them, and I think as soon as they let go, they played a little bit better. But we'll see, we'll see. Waiting for a halftime is my least favorite thing. Hi, cat. You look so hot and tired. It is incredibly hot. If you don't know, the Pacific Northwest is facing a record-breaking heat wave, and it feels like hell here. So I'm dying, and my cats are dying. Not actually, they're fine, but it is very hot. And they constantly look at me, even more disappointed in me than usual. So it's been great. It's just been great. Yeah, record-breaking heat. We hit 115, I think, earlier. Oh, looks like we have some swaps. Looks like we have some swaps coming in for Atlanta. Acid coming in for Triton and Magnomaly coming in for Urban. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. It's okay. Shake it off. Shake off the 2 losses, reset the mental, get back in there. I support it. Let's see what this team can do. Well, I do imagine Acid and Magnomaly are feeling the pressure coming in. Hoping they can turn it around and make this a very nice reverse sweep for Atlanta Crusaders. I would love to see it. You would love to see it. We'll see, we'll see. Whoop. Hi, cat. Woof. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Come here, cat. You want to say hi? No. Okay, we're just going to sniff the mic. That's cool. And it looks like we're going to be going to Rialto when this halftime ends. See what they have in store for us. wonder, I know Gon plays Pharah. See if they bust out the Pharah. And I think Motion plays Mercy. I've seen them play Mercy way back when. I don't know if they cared for it that much, although, so, or if she cared for it all that much. So, maybe they won't do the pharmacy. Maybe they will on Rialto. Or maybe Atlanta wants to pull out the pharmacy. Or perhaps a Widowmaker. But they did take Triton out. So, we'll see. Maybe Reckless will pull out the Widowmaker. Or they'll keep the Hanzos on both sides, which have been working pretty well for both of them. Gon getting picks, Statue Brock getting picks. Again, lots of potential here. I think a reverse sweep would be incredibly exciting to cast. And also an incredibly exciting second game of the season. So, potentially we could see it. We could see it. Here. And now. In another 2 minutes. 120 seconds. We're thinking about it. Considering it. Not a lot of turnout, admittedly, for this game. I think the game of New York Aces versus Houston Handlebars had a little more hype to it. Does Sinaloa and Atlanta not have their fans? Is that what I'm seeing here? Disappointing for both teams. Whoop, and it looks like we're going to start early. Well, 1 minute
Welcome
early.
to Rialto.
Not super early. Alrighty. On Rialto, time to hide this. And scooch around the skybox to get this nice, beautiful view of not Venice. I am going to continue harping on this point. What the fuck is this thing? Oh, you're painting. Or just spraying. What are you
Ready
supposed to
for
be
battle.
doing, sir? Sir? That doesn't, I don't, you sterilizing the wall? Getting rid of mold? I imagine in a humid place, mold would be a serious concern. Don't quite know. Alright. The Rhine Zarya returns once again. Shocking. Reckless continues on the McCree. Gon going over to the Echo for some aerial support. Mushu on the Lucius. There will be no mercy pocket for that Echo. And Sensei Glue on the Baptiste. They're going to be running into Frostspinner on the Reinhardt. Acid on the Sigma. Again, the May. And West on the McCree. Tronk Babu on the Baptiste. And Magnomaly on the Lucio. Echo getting in some good poke from the left side over the bridge, but they push it over no problem. Atlanta coming to this first corner where we like to hold. Acid going around the side with West on that McCree trying to get some poke into them. Stickies don't quite hit Frost Spinner. Does get them to back off a bit. West gets a nice pick onto Sensei Glue. That is the main support down. Ooh, and Gon's getting dangerously low in the sky. Kaluva also getting dangerously low. Kaluva falls to Acid. Immortality comes out. Applesauce getting dangerously low. Nice pick from that Jubrok onto Mushu. Acid's also going to get I keep saying relentless. Reckless. Confusing. And then Applesauce is going to jump in the pit. Don't do it! You have so much to live for. It's too late. It's already done. Old news. West gets another pick. Nice onto Gon. Pushed up a little too far as they continue to push into the team. Looks like they're going for this high ground. Ooh, they're trying to see if there's any bad spawns here. I saw that peep down into the old spawn room. They're going to be met by Applesauce, and it looks like it's going to be a full fight on the high ground. All tank lines going to be here. Nice wall from the May. Gets Kahlua. Kahlua forced to drop down, but he's already there. Nice pick, and then the pick onto Mushu who's dropped down to try to save him, but it's... Statue Brock gets another pick on to Reckless. Shatter alive. Rock is bubbled off. They are chasing this man down. Oop, nice boop to try and cancel the aggression. But they're already up here, and they have pushed decently far. Wall to try and slow them down. High Noon coming out from West. Window coming out from Chong. High Noon coming out from Reckless. Is going to get killed by Chong. Nice job. And Applesauce is on the payload trying to stall it out, but is not going to be long for this world. We do have tank ultimates on the side of Sinaloa as well as support ults. High Noon is dead, got killed in the cast, and we still don't have a copy yet. Meanwhile, both tank ultimates on the side as well as a Blizzard, which is a devastating ultimate, and then almost a beat from Magnomaly. Let's see, they're coming to this last choke from, and it's gonna be, Rav comes out, eats there, Immort's there, but Sensei Glue is going to get one, as well as a field. Kahlua is gonna get another, Sensei Glue's gonna get two actually, Chad another, and Gone another. And that is where they're going to finally stop and put the brakes on Atlanta's push. Yeah, it took both support ultimates as well as both tank ultimates. Meanwhile, we really only had Lift invested from Atlanta. Again, this is the discipline part. I think Atlanta's coming in here with a little bit of an advantage. Unless Kahlua can build the Shatter, or this is going to be a really good duplicate. May is going to get there, going to get froze. Nice pick onto West, although the wall does split the team up there. That is a clever play coming out, and it looks like the copy is enough with the split. Blizzard for confirmation of the kill. And that is more time, but they do have 4 minutes. And we have a bot here, and I have no moderators, so I'm going to have to ban that person. Love to see it. Alright. Dab actually getting value as someone playing for them. Haha! No. Blizzard coming out from that Juke Rock. Nice freeze. Is going to get them a nice push. Just Sports alive. Gone is going to get the pick onto Acid. That is unfortunate. Magnomaly, I'm guessing, going back to get them. No, Magnomaly's still here. You don't want to taxi your Sigma at all? Is he already back? No? Okay. There is a Shatter. Shatters on both sides. High Noon ready on both sides, but also supports. Nice. Oop. Wall. Shatter. Immortalities on both sides. High Noon coming out from Reckless is going to get the May. Rav also invested here. They're still here. They're still fighting it out, but it looks like they're going to try and back off and reset a bit. Down enough players. Gone on the Genji is going to get 2, just poking out, trying to stall this out and not let them get away for a clean reset. Yeah, I don't think the Echo was working for you, man. Genji is very good. Love to see that Florida man's skin, too. It's very pretty colors. Almost has a Dragon Blade here. There is a lift. Oop, a lift on the side. It's gonna come out here. Baptiste is gonna immort themselves, but that is going to be nice immort. It is, yeah, the immort isn't gonna save you from a Dragon Blade. The beat to assist. I mean, nice reset. They are gonna have window for next fight. Since they're looking pretty aggressive here. West swapping over onto the Genji in an attempt to mirror. That Brock sticking with the May? Nope, going to the Hanzo.
Comes honor. With honor,
Kahlua almost at Shatter. Has spotted them coming onto the high ground. Pushing into them. Nice fire strike. Let's see if we are going to Shatter. That Brock gets a nice pick onto Gone. A little too greedy there. They're gonna push aggressively off that. There is no is gonna get a Shatter, is gonna get the Magnomaly pick, but is going to go down to Acid, swapping over to that Zarya that he is so known for. Isn't going to be enough. We are getting down to a minute, although, so it is time to feel a little bit of the pressure. Acid's getting healed up by the team. They're going to be pushing into a grab and a high noon here. They do have a shatter pretty much ready, as well as a window here. Shatter's ready. Go for it. Not going to happen. Grab, high noon coming out. West is going to get a pick. Jubrock's going to get a pick. West is going to get another pick. 30 seconds remaining. West is going to go down to Applesauce. That Jubrock is going to get motion, and they are going to push around this corner. Acid almost has grab. Is going to get grab here. Probably going to have it for the last fight. Oh, but Kahlua is going to get Frostbinner. The beat was just a split second too late. And that's a nice window grab. McDonald actually managed to get 2 picks out of that. It is a ball still on point. It is overtime. But it looks like they're going to get this cap. They're going to get the cap. Nice! Didn't want you to get more followers confirmed. Sorry. I only approve of living followers. No robots allowed. All right. Let's see the flip. This time, Atlanta on the defense. Pushing it down to the wire, did hit overtime, but they did push it all the way through Rialto, which is an achievement as this is a very long escort map. So we'll see, we'll see.
Ready for battle.
Hi, Pawns. Looks like for the defense, we're going to have Frostspinner on the Reinhardt, Acid on the Sigma, that Jubrock on the Hanzo, West on the McCree, Chonk Babu on the Baptiste, and Magnomly on the Lucio. For the attack, Applesauce on the Zarya, Kahlua on the Reinhardt, Reckless on the McCree, Gone on the Genji, Mushu on the Lucio, and Sensei Blue on the Baptiste. I mean, I understand the value of the Baptiste immortality is incredibly good, but would you not run the Ana for the Nano Blade? That is quite the combo itself. Deflect straight out of spawn. They're going to charge over to this high ground here. Defense has set up on this high ground, immediately dashes in to try and get some damage off. Deflect, just playing it out. Some of them are forced to drop down lower. Playing for this corner. Is going to get stunned. Frostspinner dangerously low. Immortality comes out to save the man. Barrier is down for both sides, and it is going to get picked off eventually. It is just Acid here. Kahlua is dangerous low. Kahlua is going to go down to Acid. Nice bubble coming out from Applesauce, although it does save from the rock. And it looks like Applesauce with some assist from Reckless is going to help clean up this. And it looks like they're probably going to get cap on point A off of this. Very quick push through the first phase, but that is kind of how the first phase tends to go. They're now into the streets phase. They're going to try and capitalize off of these spawns, but it doesn't look like they're going to quite get it. Sigma Shield blocking any sort of advantage they might have. They do almost have a blade here. Ooh, nice stun. Good catch by West. And Jubrock playing dangerously. They are on the high ground. They want to set up on a nice rock. Don't think that was intended, but it did hit. Just poking, trying to build blade, trying to build blade, trying to build blade. We do have a high noon from West, and it is going to come out. Is going to manage to get Mushu. Blade does come out. Oop, Reckless forced to back off with some help. Nice bubble there. Good blade from Gone. But that bubble also saved his bacon from Applesauce. We have a grab. We have a shatter. We have a high noon. Probably guessing they're going to invest shatter here first, but they could grab. We'll see. They're going to grab. Grab high noon, but the wall is there. The immort is there. Beat gets invested as well as the shatter from Frostspinner, and they are going to get 3 kills off of that shatter. Gone is going to get 1 pick onto Frostspinner, but it looks like Atlanta is going to retake that. And they do have ults going into it. They have Lift, they have Dragon, they have... Oop, where is he? Window. Still have Shatter, still have Beat for this next engagement from Sinaloa. But I'm guessing they're going to get lifted to bait out the Beat. I would lift Dragon here. I'm guessing that Sinaloa's already predicted that. That's a nice pick from Gone, going over the top wall into the back off of that. Early Dragon Strike, Shatter, Lift into the Beat. Really only gets Kahlua in that lift. Is going to be fairly low. Nice Shatter, nice Rock, good Eat. The stall here is real, but Gone has already gotten a pick onto Magnolia. Frostspinner got the pick onto Kahlua, and now it's just going to be cleanup. The support isn't there. Right now, I think a lot of controlling Gone is on Acid, and I mean, it's fair, he's doing a good job of it on the Sigma, but I think potentially another stun would be great. We'll see. Applesauce almost has grabbed that Jubrok going over to the Reaper. West sticking on the Mei. It's a good stall character. We do have a Blade here from Gone. My guess is they're going to want to use this fight potentially a grab Blade or perhaps just a naked Blade. Do the grab High Noon, which they seem to be favoring lately. Blade comes out, is going to manage to get Magnomaly pretty quick. Immortality is there. Is going to help him get the Baptiste, but is going to get smacked. Frostspinner getting the kill on to Gone. However, Chad is going to clean up that Jubrok. Sees him in the backline, also going to get Frostspinner before he dies. Ooh, but Blizzard comes out, and that is going to be a lot of people frozen there. Acid cleaning up Applesauce. Whoop. But Reckless is going to clean up Acid, and then Window High Noon is going to manage to get 2. Nice patience there, waiting for them to peek. And they are going to get that. 4 minutes, 29 seconds on the clock compared to 1
Score
minute.
3-3. Switching
West
sides.
is Dabmaster, apparently. I did not know that. I knew Dabmaster played for Atlanta,
Initiating
but
match.
these people change their names so much. Not entirely certain what the West is for. Maybe Kanye West. Maybe they're a West Coaster. Maybe they just don't like East. I don't know. We'll never know. Alrighty. Back at it again on Rialto.
Ready
This
for
time
battle.
we have Atlanta attacking again. Looks like that Jubrok wants to play the Genji with West or Dabmaster on the Echo. Magnomaly on the Brig.
Attackers
Frostspinner on
incoming
the
in
Monkey
30
Acid.
seconds.
Oh, going over to a double bubble. Potentially good, but I think they're planning for a Genji that isn't on the enemy team. With a Hanzo McCree, Zarya Reinhardt, and then the standard support comp that I don't think we've seen any differences on. So, it's going to be interesting. I'm curious to see if they'll stick on this comp when they realize
3, 2,
it's going to be hard to find a dive target here.
remaining.
Potentially the Hanzo if Gon plays kind of by himself, which he is, but do they spot him and choose him as a dive target? I don't think they do. Looks like Frostspinner wants to jump up on that high ground. Gotta do it fast, you're already losing HP. Isn't gonna actually jump in a useful spot. But they are gonna get them to get off that high ground and kind of push further. He's gonna kind of go out and check this high ground, try and do some poke damage from above, and is just gonna get peeked out. Are they going to stick on this Winston? There's 20 seconds left. They're going to push the aggression and stagger it out. This is I think that's as far as you push it, barring a miracle. Nice shot on to Dabmaster there by
10
Applesauce.
seconds remaining.
Looks like we have that Jubrok trying to get in place for a touch. They're going to stick on the Winston, but already really low. Forced to use bubble early. It is overtime. That Jubrok's going to go down to a nice headshot from Gone. Nano Brig going into the field, not the Nano Monkey. I wonder if that was a misclick or if that was intentional. Dragon Strike coming in, as well as the window, means that they're just going to clean this up, and that is as far as Atlanta's going to get it.
Step right up.
Right about halfway through the first phase of this map.
Score 3.
And
3.
Sinaloa has 4
Switching
minutes and
sides.
29 seconds to push that far.
Initiating match.
All the way here. Now, if we look closely, we can watch the payload disappear right before our very eyes. And the golden box of joy will appear. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I think they anticipated a Genji that didn't exist. A lot of that seemed to be pushing into a
Ready
Genji.
for battle.
Understandable, the Genji was good. Gon is a very good Genji, but... And I do think Acid was struggling to deal with him on his own. But putting all of your eggs
Attackers
in that
incoming
one
in
Genji
30
basket
seconds.
is a dangerous game. Alright, looks like we have McCree May coming out. This is the first time I've seen May on the side of Sinaloa, I think. If I'm not already losing my mind. Frost Spinner on the Orisa. We're going for a full double barrier
5,
with a
4,
Bastion.
3.
But the double
2,
barrier is not in place. The double barrier isn't here. There's no protect. Ooh! Acid's here in time. But yeah, this Bastion's gonna be forced to drop. The Orisa just wasn't there in time. That is not what you want to see with your double shield comp. Now this Bastion is desperately trying to get out and reposition. No value here, is forced into recon mode instead of sentry. Gonna set up again, but way far back behind the golden box. This is not where you want to be. They're just gonna push around you. Is gonna get the kill on to Reckless. And Kahlua with some help from Acid. Maybe they can reset. You want to reset and be a little closer. They see the May. They see the May. It looks like that Jibrock is going to go and try and poke him out. Acid doing a lot of the work contesting on Cart here. Meanwhile, Frostspinner kind of just playing babysitter for Dabmaster on this Bastion. Keeping Acid up is going to be the top priority. Mortality comes out fairly early, but West is still going to go down into Applesauce. And Blizzard, they never killed that May. They never killed that May. And the Blizzard is good. And that is going to be a 3-0 victory for Sinaloa Fury against the Atlanta Crusaders. Nice job, Sinaloa. Good aggression and clean mechanics. This is going to be the blade. Nice cancel. Well, not a cancel. He did get one kill out of it. Immortality, and then the beat to assist the blade. Nice job, Applesauce. Nice job, Sensei Glue. Frost Spinner with a lot of damage blocked. Doing a good job as Reinhardt. And Chonk Babu
100%.
healing their little hearts out. Let's update the score. Good job, both teams. Sinaloa did win for tonight, but it definitely wasn't one-sided. I think Acid, of course, amazing player as always. I think West also had some pretty good moments when they were on Zarya. I think Triton had some great play, as well as that Jubrock had some good Hanzo play earlier. Chonk Babu had some very good support play. Frost Spinner doing a Rhine job. Some good shatters there. And yeah, I don't know. Applesauce is very good Zarya for Sinaloa, and Reckless is just a phenomenal hit scan. So these are two really good teams up against each other. It was very fun to cast. I hope potentially we will see these two guys fight again. I think Atlanta just needs a little more scrim time from what I can see. They just need a little more practice. The first few maps, they had some struggles with engagement, struggles with positioning. Sinaloa also had a lot of positioning issues, and that's kind of where they faltered the most. And a lot of discipline issues in terms of just pouring every ultimate into a fight. But they did win the match, so I don't know. I think with a little more scrim time, I still think Atlanta's a formidable team, so we'll see here. Only time will tell. Definitely a fun game to cast, and I don't think this is going to be the last we see of these two teams. All right. Well, thank you all for joining me tonight. Hopefully, you enjoyed yourselves, and I will see you again as soon as the next few games get scheduled. We're having some scheduling issues. I will mention here, I think, in case no one knows, but week one has been extended out to the 4th of July to give our teams some time to get their shit together. Hopefully, they will do so that we can get you some more games to watch. Anyway, thank you all, and good night.